Scott Campbell and I started this company, Eat, Sleep, Play, in Utah, and we were kind of figuring out what we wanted to do. And Twisted Metal was just sort of, we were going to do these kind of small downloadable games. We did one. We had fun doing it, but it was kind of like coming back to Twisted Metal was almost like going back to old friends. It was like comfort food at first, and we just really liked this universe. But the minute we got into it, it was just the last three and a half years has just been really trying to create a game that kind of achieves the fantasy we had in our head when we first conceived this back in 1993, stuck in LA traffic, right? So, I mean, it's like every new piece of hardware, you get to get a little closer and a little closer to that image in your head, which you're never really going to get to, right? But now we saw helicopters with guys leaning out with sniper rifles. We saw tanker trucks on the freeway jackknifing and flipping into sports cars and blowing them up. We get that now, we get online right out of the box. So it was like, wow, with PS3, we really actually get to fulfill that fantasy. And more importantly to us, besides building on that fantasy, was to create a really deep, meaty, sort of gameplay-centric game. Well, so many games are wonderful that are these, we worked in God of War, it was very cinematic and story-driven. And I think I can speak for the Utah guys, we just wanted to get back to something that was more gameplay, mechanic-centric, and less about the presentation so much and more about just like great multiplayer gameplay, whether you're talking about online or 2 to 4 player local split screen. So that's just the last couple of years have just been about chasing that vision.
Take me to her now.
We released the demo, and it was so awesome to see a lot of great feedback for the demo, people saying, we still love this, we still get what you guys get, and we still support the kind of games that you guys like. Because when you do creative work, especially when it's that long of a time, you're working in a vacuum, right? You don't know if what you're making is going to resonate. This is never going to be a game that takes on Call of Duty when it comes to sales. It's just not. But fun factor, I would put our moment-to-moment fun factor against any multiplayer game in the last 5 years. I am super proud of the team. I'm super proud of the game. And it's really fun now to have it come out and people playing the demo. They're about to play the full game. We love it, man. We love it like you guys love it. It's a great feeling.
Roadboat destroyed.
The biggest new things that we really brought, obviously there's the online out of the box. That's a big deal. We've never really done that before. It's changed the way we designed the game, obviously. It's very different than the old 1 versus 1 split screen gaming. We had brand new modes, things like that. Then there's the surface. We had the power of not just the physics and the graphics and the CPU to create that fantasy I was telling you about, sort of the Freeway 405 massacre of twisted, nightmarish action movie scene. We got to live that out. And then the most important part is just having enough memory and gameplay talent on the team to sort of, now they've been doing this for a long time, to really build the Twisted Metal of our dreams, because it's not just about blowing up your friend. We've said ad nauseum, it's a fighting game in cars. We've said it's a shooter meets a fighting game meets Mario Kart battle mode. The campaign is the most robust one we've ever done. Really cool stories, dark, twisted, gruesome stories. I think they're the best stories. They get into the world of Twisted Metal, the universe, who Sweet Tooth is, who Calypso is. All that gets fleshed out more than any other Twisted Metal. The fighting game part is the multiplayer. And for us, when I say fighting game, I'm talking about the fact that if you play a great fighting game that you love, their moves, their pros, their cons, and the obvious stuff like, oh, this guy's a little faster, or this guy has a move that's, blocked with this move, to a minutia level. In this game, every car has at least 2 special weapons. Every car has more than just offense, like more armor but slower speed or better handling. We get down to a level of fidelity and granularity that we've never seen in this kind of game.
You're about to die. Find health.
I'll tell you what, Twisted Metal, February 14th, Valentine's Day. It's a great, great romantic gift. If you have a lady friend and she really wants to know the best game ever, and she will give you a fucking blowjob if you play this game. If you let her win Twisted Metal split screen, she will suck your dick.
We shall all rise up this very night and tear down your tower of sin.